In Raise the Age news.
Raise the age!
For what?
Submitted by Love You, JK.
Love you too, motherfucker.
Love you too.
New York State will no longer try 16 and 17-year-olds as adults.
New York?
New York.
So even if they commit murder?
They shouldn't.
I think if you do muck duck, you should go.
Check this out.
Okay.
If you fuck a 16-year-old, you're a pedophile, right?
Yes.
You go to jail because that is a child. But if that same child killed someone, that child is now an adult.
Oh, so you shouldn't be a pedophile because you fucked an adult?
No!
What he's trying to say is that
That child shouldn't have gone to jail in the first place because a child is, you're considered a child.
Yeah.
So why is it now that you committed a murder, which is an adult act, you're tried as an adult? At the same time, you can't even drink, you can't even buy cigarettes, you can't even gamble or join the military, but they still gonna try you as an adult. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam.
After 12 years of failed attempts, New York finally has passed the fact that they will no longer automatically try 16 and 17-year-olds.
Oh, they just automatically did
in
it.
misdemeanor cases. So instead, they're going to be diverting it to family court. So that's the change here. Violent crimes like murder and things like that, then yes, they will still be considered as adults. Like, or just it depends on the case.
Yeah.
Depends on the circumstance.
Exactly. They're saying that nonviolent felonies will start in adult court, but with judges that are trained to handle youth cases, and they will mostly be transferred to juvenile court.
So they were sending nonviolent felonies to what the hell?
Yeah. So let me tell you
That's
about
kind
this
of
one.
extreme, dude.
There was this one kid, his Khalif.
Khalif?
Yeah. He was jailed when he was 16 years old, accused of stealing a backpack.
That's it?
He was held in solitary, and this is on Rikers Island, by the way. He was there for 3 years without trial. He was held in solitary for almost 2 years of his time.
Was he black?
I think so. He ended up committing suicide in 2015.
we're stealing a backpack.
Fucking backpack.
That's not like a fucking bullshit, man.
That's so sad. Can't believe it took 12 motherfucking years.
And you know what's wrong too? They always fuck the kids.
Yeah, so what they're saying about that.
New booty, you never heard of that?
They fuck the kids.
Yeah, so they're saying that kids that go to, adult
Prisons.
they are 5 times more likely to be sexually assaulted than those in the youth justice system. They're also 34% more likely to be rearrested, and they're 36 times more likely to commit suicide than those in the youth juvenile system.
I had this story from this young that was at a church because he went to jail for jacking cars. You know, back in the day when you would like jack cars, that was a huge fucking thing. You'd be in jail for like 5-10 years. He said that in the first day that he was there, he heard a kid getting raped. And he started crying, bawling, because he just heard somebody getting fucked in the ass. Like one of the kids that was his age. He was, I forgot how old he was though, but that shit was like traumatizing for us. We're like, holy fuck. But he came out yoked though. He was hella buff when he came out of prison.
I'd want to be buff too. I gotta fight a lot of rapists.
Before passing this, New York was one of 2 states that still automatically charge 16 and 17-year-olds as adults. So the other state is North Carolina. There's currently a bill in process to raise the age to 18 as well.
That's crazy that they would fucking put somebody in jail or prison for 3 years for stealing a
Where's the
backpack.
logic, dude?
People are no longer people, they're just numbers.
They're saying that this will take effect in 2018 for 16-year-olds and in 2019 for 17-year-olds. And all non-violent offenders who stay crime-free can apply to have their records sealed 10 years after they serve their sentence.
I can't go to prison, dude. I'm immediately a prison bitch. Like, there's no way. Like, I would probably like fluff up a little bit. Like, what's up, son? What's up, bitch? All right, man, you call my bluff.
Because the biggest Asian population is Korean, so you'll be with your Koreans.
Oh, but I don't want to be a Korean bitch either, though, dude. Korean people mistreat the young ones so bad.
Yeah, but at least they won't rape you.
Hey, why don't you suck on my toe? Why? Just because it's a punny. And they laugh at you.
You gotta pour your young's drinks out of a metal cup.
Yeah, I know. And you gotta look away and shit when I drink mine here. Oh,
What
God.
about when you were 16 though? Do you think you wouldn't have survived?
Nah.
Fuck no. These are real hardened criminals.
Yes.
Fuck no.
So I've already stated this before. Just because I hung out with the bad people was because I grew up with them. Doesn't mean that I was in the gang with them. It's just I was just the kid that was around them all the time. So they treated me nice. I was a little bitch. And they would always push me out to fight other people all the fucking time just because I was large. That's the only reason why I even had an opportunity to throw hands. It wasn't because I was confrontational. It's because the older guys thought it was funny to always push the little kids to fight everybody.
But then what about you throwing a desk at someone?
That's just out of temper. I'm Korean.
I know, right? So like with that, having that in you, you don't think you
prison and gang banging and who I was are two different things. There's my type of petty shit, which was just like fighting regular, who had a bad temper, and then there's fucking gangbangers over here. That
no,
would just,
for sure. I know that's like
you know what I mean?
Here, but
Those motherfuckers will kill you and they don't care.
Even in age too, like when you're like 13 years old in junior high, you think you're the hardest guy at school, right? Like, you're down to throw it down with anybody. And then there's times where like me and two of my friends, one of my friends he banged when we were 13, we're walking back home and we see a 21-year-old, like real gangster, this guy from Sarzana, and he's just chilling there. And he was being friendly, but he looked like crazy loked out. He goes, oh, where are you guys from? And he wasn't even hitting us up. But my friend, who was usually hard as fuck, was like, nowhere. And I'm just like, damn, this will turn into a bitch in 1 second. Wow. But then when I saw that, I was like, I would have done the same shit. Yeah. When you're 13 looking at a 20-year-old, you think this fool can fucking kill you.
And those people who were down back in the days too, like I'm talking about if like an older homie was like, what's up, fool? They would be the first one to fucking flash their piece. I was not that kid. I was the funny guy. I just made jokes. That's all I did. I couldn't survive in prison, dude. I don't have that type of mentality or personality.
Damn.
I would want to be like a prison chef, maybe, if they would let me do the programs. All I know is that I would got titty fucked, and that's it.
Oh shit.
They would have squeezed my little titties together, and they would have fucked the shit out of them. And I would have just been known as that guy in the prison. I was always scared. Just
well, at least it's not your butthole.
You would wear the fucking shirt like this.
I know, and I would walk around. Hey, dance, fool! Fucking dance and shit. I'm like, okay, yeah. You know.
Damn, you became a fucking salsa and shit.
I know. They would just give me 2 plastic cups, and I had to clap them like this.
What?
Little fucking maracas.
I think that's dope though, cause I have a family friend. He went to jail at 15 for what is it called? Not when you're part of a murder, not when you're the one murdering, but
accomplice.
Accomplice, yeah. So it was him and like 4 other dudes, and then they were all part of a murder. And he went to juvie. He was 15. He didn't go get tried as an adult. And because he was on good behavior, in 1 year he qualified for I think fire camp. So it's when like prisoners, instead of just staying inside jail, you get to come out and help put out forest fires and stuff. And he performed even better over there. So they released him early. He was supposed to be released when he was like 21 or something. They released him when he was 18. And then he came out, and then I think he felt gratitude, and he started studying on his own. He ended up becoming a lawyer at USC. He graduated from USC. So I think like if he would have gotten tried as an adult, that would have just further cemented his criminal mindset instead of having a chance to kind of reflect and see the life that he was living.
Reform.
And he's like, dude, this isn't really me. Like I just got caught up in the wrong crowd. What am I doing? And he was able to kind of take necessary steps to change his life around.
I think there's like a certain amount of people that go to prison that already have that ingrained lifestyle. Like number one, their parents did that shit, their cousins do that shit, all their friends do that shit. So when they go into prison, it only solidifies the type of lifestyle that they're gonna have when they come outside. Yeah. But there's a lot of people, like in that case, where they just made a lot of poor choices. So when they go in, they get reformed, and they already have a great support system, so that foundation's already there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like with me and my parents. I always had a great foundation, so I already knew that that's not the lifestyle that I wanted. It was just more like, oh, my friends are doing it, so can I just be a part of that stuff?
That was me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not like for us it was ingrained into our system, because we do have a lot of friends whose brothers fucking bang, their cousins did, and if you don't do that, you feel outcasted, like, you know, you're a little bitch. So they only get fortified in prison. Like, oh, now you got your street cred. Thanks for coming back now. So.
Well, what are your guys' thoughts on this? So critics about this are saying that this will just re-victimize a lot of victims by taking them out of the process and allowing the defendants to go unpunished, like these kids, 16 and 17-year-olds.
They're not going to go unpunished. They're just going to be punished as kids.
Yeah.
They're also saying that this will lead to more exploitation of children because drug dealers will, or like other criminals will prey on children to do these offenses.
I'd rather have them doing that than fucking getting raped in prison and then having a lesser chance of ever coming out of that life.
Because the juvenile hall, they have ways out. Like I call him my cousin because his dad and my mom are really tight. They have ways out, you know, like he was doing really good, and then they put him in fire camp. He was doing really good there, then they released him. They reconsidered his entire case. So it's not as hard deadline as like actual adult jail, where if you do this is the time you serve. they want you to reform.
Haven't you seen the HBO series The Night Of?
No.
This guy was like a good, like, I mean, he was just a regular kid, decent background, and then he got...
He got him.
We don't know whoever killed this girl, but then, like, he
Indian
got
pussy.
framed for it.
Oh gosh, she was pretty too.
Or we don't know if he got framed, but yeah, got tried, got guilty, went into the prison system, and then just became corrupt as fucking nuts.
Yeah, he had to like stuff drugs up his butt and shit.
Yeah, and then he got released, but then he was no longer the same guy.
Juvie scared the shit out of me though.
Wait, you went to juvie?
Nah, the possibility of going to juvie, being in holding at 14, I thought that was jail.
Yeah.
And then fucking being interrogated by cops. One played the fucking I'm on your side while the other one was...
Oh, the good cop, bad
And
cop.
people, like my friends started cracking and crying and shit, and their parents would pick them up and beat their ass inside the police station. And then like, I was just waiting for my turn, and then when my parents came, they're just like, are you hungry? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Something's gonna happen. And I got put on probation and all this shit. And then like, I think just that whole time I was like, fuck, something might happen. Like every time I go to court, I'm like, oh my God, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to jail today. But then I had a nice Jewish lawyer that got me out.
Thanks for watching Just Kidding News, guys. Don't forget to comment down below. We want to hear what you say, only if it's positive. Remember that. To watch more videos, go up here, baby.